Hello YouTube, this is my project for the day. These are the tops off a Gatorade bottle, and this is where the plastic was on the bottle. Okay, so I cut it, left the little edge there, cut it off the top of the bottle with my sharp knife. And then what I did is I put this on my wood stove. You could use a pan on the stove, and I sprayed water on it. So as soon as the water settles, it was hot enough, so I kept putting this down and flattening it, because it's the curved part of the top of the bottle. Then I did take a sandpaper to one of them. What was this one? Just see how it's kind of level. Now I can't glue this. I have good glues. But you read the back, it says right here, I even marked it. It won't work on polystyrene, polyethylene. Epoxy doesn't work on plastic. I've seen them done with super glue, okay? Now this is how I was seeing it made on YouTube, why this is my version. They'd cut the bottle here and sand this down. See that nice ridge? Is that showing up? They'd sand that down and glue them together. I want them to be a little bit bigger. Use this for salt and pepper in your backpack. And then we'll have a sheet of this. This just off whatever blister pack in here. Okay. We're going to try to use my big soldering gun, which is pretty hot, and try to plastic weld this together. I don't want to, another reason I wouldn't want to use glue, I don't want to contaminate this if it's going to have spices in it, sugar, salt, seasoning. This is going to give me a little bit bigger container than if you cut it down to the other rids like most of them. Here's where most of them are made. They're made this small, which is okay. Here, get in frame. Mine are going to be a little extra size. Give you an approximate size. Someone do the math for me here and tell me the volume with this. It's 30 millimeter across, and the depth of these are 25 millimeter. So 25 millimeters in depth, 30 millimeters across. I guess I do like using metric once in a while. It's easier. And someone tell me what the volume is on each side of this. Because I can do it if I want to look up a math calculator. So I'm just not really good at that kind of math. Like I said, it's nice to have something like this, or use an old pan on the stove. You can see the water staining, our hard water, where I sprayed it. But it's just 6-inch steel plate. Cleaned on one side. I use it for all kinds of projects. Okay, enough yak. We'll bring you back when we get out the big soldering gun, and we'll see if we can get this started tacked together. When I'm done, I might grind it down a little bit smaller, but I'm trying to keep the ridges the same diameter because I like that look, even though it's going to be discolored from the soldering gun. So like I said, let's talk more work. Okay, we have a spot weld. That nice, be 2 containers, salt one side, pepper on the other. I'll probably put salt, my favorite seasoning, on one side if it's going to go in my backpack to go out barbecuing on a picnic, because I'm just not going to settle for regular pepper. It's not going to be waterproof. And I did clip this down with the scissors. That's why I kind of slid over to one edge. You're not going to help it turning black because you're burning the plastic. But I don't want to pull it apart and ruin it. But I feel that's a pretty good solid tack. It may end up, I may have to just keep melting it the best I can. I'll just wrap some tape over it. Maybe something colorful besides plain old electrical tape. It doesn't matter to me. But we'll just snip the edge off. We'll just go around like this. I just cut the piece of plastic, just so I had enough. Got one edge tacked. Excuse me. Man, I'm not going to get over this congestion I have. Like I said, this weather's terrible. You have warm days and it's back to cold, rainy. It's trying to snow yesterday. Just for a slight amount. It was less than a 1/4 inch. Probably 1/8 of an inch they call it precipitation. Okay, we'll bring you back when this is all glued together. So this ain't a big long video. Said I gained this much. Most of these are made right here to here. And they use super glue. One guy used super glue. I really don't know how good super glue is going to hold on plastic. I've never had luck on plastics with much stuff. I did find a product that I want to order and see if it works before I show it to anybody. It's supposed to work on plastic, and I trust the guy using it in his video because I trust his video. I trust who he is. So I just need to order some someday and see if it'll glue plastic. So stay tuned. We'll get this all done. Like I said, we're going to put 4 tack, just like welding. Could put another tack here. We'll probably do with 8 tacks before we start welding together. See, there's a bottom to it. I love my camera that can automatically focus close-up. This has always been set on automatic. Stay tuned. And we are done. If we get the light to cooperate. We did get lucky. The way our tip is made, we kept drawing it like this. So when it smooshed all over, so we kept drawing it like that to kind of melt it on both sides at the same time. I did try to clean my tip off the best I could before I used it. It was used tip. File. So this is kind of half rounded. I was down here on the edge like this so I could file the stuff off on either side and then go like this. I had it in my hand, I had better control instead of laying on the desk. And the only safety warning I'd say, if you're going to melt plastic, have a fan going, do it outside. I'm out here in the shop. I got a fan. I don't know if you can hear it coming over the camera, but I do have my fan going, blowing the fumes away. Here's some of my favorite seasoning, brand, we won't say a name brand, and some salt. So you got a separate container. That's the whole idea of these. Because I'm not going to just take pepper with me. I'm taking seasoning. I might add pepper to some of these. And then just some iodized sea salt. So it's not plain salt. It's actually fine ground, whatever brand it is, iodized sea salt. So it does have a sweeter flavor than some regular salt. If you look what's in salt, you'll see why I prefer sea salt is more natural. There you go. I hope you enjoyed watching that. My version of this little salt and pepper container. There's probably plenty of videos on YouTube of it. I've probably seen 2 or 3 of them. So thanks again for watching. I'll leave you a few pictures.